everyone. This is Rennu Dhillon and welcome to Voices Against Violence, Breaking Silence, Breaking Cycles, being brought to you by Building Women Empowered. This episode today we will talk about Dussehra to Diwali and the lights we still need. You know, October is such a special month. We celebrate Dussehra, that timeless victory of good over evil. And in just a few weeks, we'll move into Diwali, the festival of lights. But as we light our diyas and decorate our homes, there's something else we need to remember. October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And while we're celebrating the burning of Ravan's effigy, every year, many women are still fighting their own Ravans. Silently, behind closed doors, some without support, some without hope. Dussehra and Diwali both teach us something very powerful, that darkness cannot exist where there is light, and maybe, just maybe, awareness is that very first spark. So today let's talk about that light, the light of courage, the light for compassion, and the light for change. And if you're listening right now, I want you to know you are not alone, you are not powerless, and you are not voiceless. Let's begin by talking about the modern Ravan. In our Indian mythology, Ravan was powerful, arrogant, and disrespectful toward women. And you know what's heartbreaking? The same arrogance still lives on in homes where women are silenced, in workplaces where they are underpaid, and in streets where they fear walking alone. Domestic violence isn't something that happens out there. It's happening here, in educated families, in beautiful homes, amongst people who appear to have it all together. The silence is what hurts the most, because we're still taught to endure instead of resist. We're told to adjust, to tolerate, and to keep the peace, as if peace is worth more than a woman's safety. So what is the true meaning of victory? Well, Dussehra should not just be a story we watch. It should be a mirror we look into. If victory means destroying evil, then we need to face the evils we have normalized. When a woman says no and is heard, that's victory. When she earns her own income and isn't told what to do with it, that's victory. When she's safe, when she's respected and free in her own home, that's victory. And that is the kind of Dussehra we should be celebrating. So how do we light the path to change? Well, this year, let's burn more than an effigy. Let's burn the fear that keeps women silent. Let's burn the excuses that justifies abuse. And let's burn the outdated beliefs that still measure a woman's worth by her obedience. Real change does not come from rituals. It comes from courage. And every single voice that speaks up becomes a diya, a light for someone still trapped in darkness. Why don't you be that diya? So what is the power of women and the modern day goddesses? Well, in India, we worship goddesses, right? Durga, Kali, Sita, who are all symbols of power and sacrifice. But what's good for worshipping these idols if we don't respect the living goddesses around us? Our mothers, our daughters, our sisters, and our friends. Durga didn't wait for someone else to save her. She picked up her own weapons and fought back. And that's exactly what every woman who stands up against injustice should do. She should become her own Durga. Every time she speaks up, she slays her own Ravan. So what is our call to action today? As we move from Dussehra toward Diwali, let's carry that light with us. Let's raise our boys, our sons to respect, not dominate. Let's teach our girls, our daughters, that silence is not strength. And let's promise that next year when the effigies burn again, we will be one step closer to a world where no woman has to fight this battle alone. Because when women rise, society rises. And that is a real victory of good over evil. This Dussehra, please don't just burn Ravan's effigy. Burn your fear, burn your silence, burn your doubt. Be your own Durga. Be your own victory.